Welcome to the Japanese lesson for beginners. Japan's global influence in technology, culture, and entertainment has inspired countless individuals to learn Japanese in order to bridge the language gap. These lessons are designed to support gradual and meaningful progress, beginning with foundational vocabulary and steadily advancing towards more complex sentence structures. Japanese is the official language of Japan, and it is one of the important languages of East Asia, with more than 120 million speakers. Romaji is the use of Latin alphabets to represent Japanese language, making it more convenient for beginners and non-Japanese speakers for the initial learning process. We shall now learn to express numbers in Japanese.
1、
Which means 1,
1、1、2、
which means 2,
2、2、3、
which means 3,
3、3、4、
which means 4,
4、4、5、
which means 5,
5、5、6、
which means 6,
6、6、7、
which means 7,
7、7、8、
which means 8,
8、8、9、
which means 9,
9、9、10、
which means 10,
10、10。
Now, we shall learn to express numbers, which are multiples of 10,
10、
which means 10,
10、10、20、
which means 20,
20、20、30、
which means 30,
30、30、40、
which means 40,
40、40、50、
which means 50,
50、50、60、
which means 60,
60、60、70、
which means 70,
70、70、80、
which means 80,
80、80、90、
which means 90,
90、90、100、
which means 100,
100、100。
To construct numbers between 11 and 99, remember to say the value of the 10th digit, plus the value of the unit's digit, in Japanese, for easier understanding. For example, 15, which is expressed in Japanese as
15、
which is 10 plus 5 equals 15. We shall now learn some new words,
またね、
which means see you later,
またね、またね。お願いします、
which means please,
お願いします、お願いします。おはよ
which means good morning in casual speech,
う、おはよう、おはよう。おやすみ、
which means good night in casual speech,
おやすみ、おやすみ。おやすみなさい、
which means good night in formal speech.
おやすみなさい。おやすみなさい。こんにちは。
which means hello or good afternoon.
こんにちは。こんにちは。おはようございます。
which means good morning in formal speech.
おはようございます。おはようございます。よろしくお願いします。
which means nice to meet you.
よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。
We shall now look at an example conversation. This is a conversation between you and your Japanese colleague. It was your first day at work in Japan, and you just met your colleague and greeted.
こんにちは。
Hello. Your colleague was quite impressed that you arrived earlier to work and greeted back.
おはようございます。
Good morning. You responded.
よろしくお願いします。
Nice to meet you. We shall have a look at the conversation one more time.
こんにちは。おはようございます。よろしくお願いします。
Here is another conversation between you and your friend. Both of you just finished watching a late-night show at the theater and were about to leave. Your friend's cab arrived first, and she said,
またね。
See you later. You wished her for the night in response.
おやすみなさい。
Good night. We shall have a look at the conversation one more time.
またね。おやすみなさい。
We shall look at more new words.
ありがとう。
Which means thank you in casual speech.
ありがとう。ありがとう。すみません。
Which means sorry or excuse me.
すみません。すみません。いいえ。
Which means not at all or it's all right in casual speech.
いいえ。いいえ。行ってきます。
Which means I will go and come back.
行ってきます。行ってきます。行ってらっしゃい。
Which means please go and come back.
行ってらっしゃい。行ってらっしゃい。ありがとうございます。
Which means thank you in formal speech.
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。どういたしまして。
Which means you're welcome in formal speech.
どういたしまして。どういたしまして。
This is a conversation between you and your Japanese friend. You enjoyed the hospitality during your stay at your friend's house, and it was time to leave. You gestured to your friend and said,
行ってきます。
I will go and come again. Your friend warmly responded,
行ってらっしゃい。
Please go and come back. We shall have a look at the conversation one more time.
行ってきます。行ってらっしゃい。
This is another conversation between you and your friend. Your friend received a parcel on your behalf, and you expressed your gratitude for the favor by saying,
ありがとう。
Thanks. Your friend was glad to help and responded,
いいえ。
It's all right. We shall have a look at the conversation one more time.
ありがとう。いいえ。
This is a conversation between you and your Japanese teacher. You gifted her a kimono as a token of respect. She responded with heartfelt appreciation by saying,
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. You responded with benevolence.
どういたしまして。
You're welcome. We shall have a look at the conversation one more time.
ありがとうございます。どういたしまして。
We shall conclude this lesson with another conversation between you and your Japanese friend. Although you did your best to speak Japanese, you were still at a beginner level and expressed your regret.
すみません。
Sorry. Your friend acknowledged your effort to speak Japanese and responded.
いいえ。
It's all right. We shall have a look at the conversation one more time.
すみません。いいえ。
Thank you for the patient learning. Stay tuned for more updates. If there are any doubts regarding the Japanese lesson, please feel free to ask questions in the comment section.